Hi, my name is Mary Waka, and I wanted to make a YouTube video about something that I feel very, very strongly about. And for those of you that don't know me, I work in the senior living industry. Not going to tell you who I work for or what it is exactly it is that I do, but I do work with seniors and I love it. In fact, some of my best friends are senior citizens, and I have a really good time with them. But my forte is memory care. I love working with memory care. And they are, again, like I said, some of my best friends. A lot of families say to me, "Oh, it's so sad," or, "How can you work with them?" Or, the truth is, it really isn't all that sad. Not all dementias are created equal. Some are actually very debilitating and uh, stops you from using some of your activities from daily living, so to say. And so some of those dementias are kind of sad. But there are other dementias like Alzheimer's that actually are usually happy go lucky. They live in the now. So as long as you're having a good time with them and playing with them and singing with them and dancing with them and serving them really good food and reading stories and doing arts and crafts, it can be a lot of fun. Um, they're usually pretty good and sometimes pretty healthy too. It's just their mind that's just kind of gone. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about is something that I feel very passionate about. And believe me when I tell you, I was very skeptical at first when one of the families that I was working with suggested this, and I was definitely very, very skeptical. And that was um, for a resident that literally had what we would call a behavior. So, in essence, a behavior that was not being necessarily like that of all the other residents. Maybe they fought when we were trying to assist them, giving them a shower, or maybe they just simply weren't, they were belligerent or just very argumentative, sometimes exhibiting behaviors of fighting or fighting. Um, so, quite often in the senior living world, we would maybe talk to some doctors, and some of those doctors would prescribe an antipsychotic, for example, like maybe risperidol or Seroquel. And mind you, I'm not against those. They actually have helped us. They have helped the resident quite a bit, but still, they are an antipsychotic, and not all families are very open-minded to that. And not to mention, it doesn't really work on all residents. Um, but there is an alternative. And again, like I said, I was very skeptical at first, but one of the families wanted their mother to be on a CBD oil. And I thought, oh, yeah, sure. Now that's going to help. No, no, no. She needs to be on medication. Nope, nope. They said she needs to be on the CBD oil. So the family went ahead and they brought it in. And of course, if you are a community, whether you be a skilled community or an assisted living community, or even an independent community, and those communities are assisting with medications, um, then we need to have an order for that, at least in the state of Florida, anyways. And so it could be Advil. We would need an order to give it to a memory care resident. Um, so this family brought in this CBD oil, and we were able to get a uh, prescription for it. And over time, and actually, it didn't take long at all. I would say maybe the first Mm, definitely the first week or two of the mom taking the CBD oil. Um, we definitely saw improvement. She literally did not want to eat. She uh, did not like eating. She had lost a lot of weight. And the CBD oil definitely increased her willingness to want to eat. She was definitely putting on some pounds, and actually, she was looking pretty good because she was putting on some pounds. Um, the other thing too is she was very difficult for us to bathe her, shower her, um, assist with her grooming, and she would often fight or maybe even bite. And it definitely helped to relax that as well. So I often saw many more smiles on her face. She would start to dance around. It did not make her sleepy at all, although I do kind of recommend taking it before bedtime. Um, but because I personally think it could kind of make you a little bit tired, but um, this particular woman, it just made such a progress on her, and it definitely made me a true believer. And it started to be something that I started talking about and started telling other family members about. And we started to see more and more and more of this. And despite the fact I am not opposed to an antipsychotic, um, I do think this is definitely a very healthy alternative. Um, and uh, Definitely something in fact, I have really recently recommended to my own mother, and because she's having a hard time finding her words sometimes. And so I really, really thought that the CBD oil could definitely help her. And within just 2 days, I saw a dramatic difference. I was able to have a much better conversation with her. And so, like I said, I'm a true believer of it. And this is an example of one of the brands that I work with. It's actually called Help Hemp Works. And I'm going to put a link to this particular CBD oil down below. And with this link, you can actually get some free samples. You just have to pay for the shipping, but it'll be able to allow you to try it out for yourself or to try it out on your loved one. But I think you'll be pretty pleased with the results.